Hello, I am Matt. Oh, jeez, excuse me. Yes, I am Matt. This is Stock Speedrun number 2 for the weekend of February 26, 2022. If you are unfamiliar with what a stock speedrun is, you can check this video's description for an explanation, and of course a disclaimer as to its content. Very important. We recommend you read that. And let's go. Certara! Certara! Very cool name. I like it. I like it. I don't like these earnings reports, though. Actually, wait. Are these yearly? Yeah, these are yearly. Well, they've only been around since 2018? What about this chart? What does this chart look like? They apparently only went public in December of 2020. And they've kind of gone a little bit of nowhere to arguably down since then. Nowhere in the sense that they apparently came back to their IPO price at one point for some reason. I'm going to want to look into that, why that was. But for the most part, they have spent time a lot lower. Hovering around pretty much where they are right now. 26, 25, 24, numbers like that. What company is this? Software products and technology enabled solutions for customers for biosimulation in drug discovery. That's a thing? I didn't even know that was a thing. Preclinical, clinical research, regulatory. How do you even simulate something that complex? Well, I guess when you know enough about it, you can figure out, what works and what doesn't. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I only play one on the internet. Regulatory submissions, market access, offers medicines to patients using biosimulation software and technology to transform drug discovery and development. Again, this is patients. Offers medicines to patients using biosimulation. So are these simulated patients or are these real patients and the simulation software is something that I don't think it is? All very confusing. Technology enables services to guide its customers new drugs. I don't even know what this is. Okay. What I wanted to look at. What happened in November and October to both make it rise and then drop off. Already, I saw something about where is it? Proposed public offering. So here. So prices. So announces proposed public offering. That was November 15th. I'll bet that's what started the drop. Where's November 15th? That's right here. And that's when it all started to come crashing down. And interesting, when they announced it, it was trading at around 38. What did they decide to offer the shares at? Announces pricing. Uh, 10 million shares at a price of $31. Significantly undervaluing the price at where it was at the time. I wonder why they would do that. And that makes sense, why it would fall down to that price and perhaps even further. So that's what made it fall. Well, it was kind of sliding before that also. It peaked in the 4th, was sliding up through the 15th, but then that was kind of the nail in the coffin after that. So I want to know what happened before that. That was the 15th. Quarter 3 earning. That was November 9th. Quarter net loss was 1.8 million compared to net income of 1. Oh wow, they used to make profit? Well, that's not good. Was 26.1 million compared to completed the acquisition. Ooh, they completed an acquisition of Pinnacle 21. They also closed the Pinnacle 21 acquisition and the integration of these going smoothly. What is Pinnacle 21? That's something to look at in stage 2. Total revenue for the third quarter was 33.9 million. 22% year. You know what? This. That was the 9th. No, this was the 9th, right? I'm trying to put together this timeline. I want to understand this chart action. Chart action. There's this news about appointing to the chairman. Piper San. Why does that name sound familiar? Is that someone? Why does that sound familiar? I don't know. Hire software and service awarded FDA contract. Ooh, you know what? I'll bet that's what they did. Actually, no, that was for Critical 21. Awarded FDA contract for 5 years for software and service, and which Certara apparently now owns. Okay, let's put together this timeline. So October 28th, this happens. There's the 28th. Where's October 28th? That's when it kind of starts to go off, right? And then it peters off. November 9th is when the earnings report happens. That kind of doesn't accelerates the drop off a little bit. Because honestly, it's not a very good earnings report. I mean, it's okay. It's not, blow out the water. It's not something that I would definitely expect to see this go up on. I'll tell you that much. And then public offering was kind of nail in the coffin. Okay, I still want to know what happened for this little bump up here and maybe this little rise here. So let's see if we can put that together. COVID-19 vaccine model. Ooh. October 25th. No, that was still kind of early. What's the date we're looking for? We're looking for something that happened on the 11th, 12th, or 13th. And then something around late August. October 12th, or what happened? October 12th or 13th? Here's 12. Patrick Smith. Maybe it was in anticipation of this. Maybe there was rumor about this going around. Or it could have been rumor about this also. Because I don't see anything. Yeah, you can say, oh look, they appointed Patrick Smith. Like articles like these never move prices, never move stocks, like ever. Unless they're appointing literally Elon Musk to their board of directors. Shit like this is not going to move your chart. And its SimSip COVID-19 vaccine model has won an R&D award. I don't know what that means. Vaccine models being used to determine optimal vaccine doses. Oh, it's probably one of their biosimulation models to test potentially other vaccines on. Okay. That kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm thinking it was anticipation. Maybe this acquisition, although I'm not too sure about that. I was also looking for late August. Maybe it was second quarter? Dubai compliance software provider for 310. Wait, is that a different company they're buying, or is that what the fuck? There's nothing to this article. What the fuck is this shit? Is that Pinnacle 21, or was that something else that is talking about? Well, I can't know because there's nothing in the article. Apparently they released it and it's like, oh shit, we forgot to fill it in. Send it out anyway. Announced agreement to acquire. Maybe it was the announcement that it happened, because the rest of the stuff in this earnings report again doesn't look super great. Just looks kind of meh. Not really enough to have a big upshoot like that. So I wonder if it was just that acquisition announcement. I mean, I'm not terribly enthused with what I'm seeing so far. I am seeing a lot of, again, articles about hedge funds buying things. Let's see what they're doing with this. Go ahead and step into phase 2. FDA licenses and nodes whatever that is. Receives 90 novel drug approvals. Okay. What's the ticker for this again? CERT, CERT. Okay, they purchased it. Also purchased it. They apparently had it already. They added more. They purchased it. Okay. They also purchased 6902. What the hell is that? Never seen a number in these listings before. That's super weird. See. I want to know more about what the hell was it called again? I want to know more about Pinnacle 21, yeah. Checking mapping, cleaning, checking. Your data fitness results before even giving your data to the FDA or PMDA. Okay, I'm sure that makes sense to someone who knows what they're talking about, but I'm not. But I am not that person. I am not a doctor. Ooh, I know what XML is. I know, Jeffy. XML is very exciting. Auto-populate metadata. Validate in real time. Compare versions. What? Should I request a demo? You guys? Should I request a demo? Or should I literally waste their time? No, I don't think so. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to look up too. I wanted to look up... Was there? Actually, no. Let's see, what else do I want to know? Let's see what the conversation section's talking about. I want to look at holders also. Because the one I just looked at before this, the something core, pre-core, pro-core, I forget what it's called. I thought they were a hard sell, but I was convinced by all of the institutional buying of it to give it at least a hold, and I wonder if this is going to be the same thing, because on the surface of it, this doesn't look terribly impressive. Earnings don't look impressive. Unlike the Pro Core, it's not such a restrictive business. It seems like they're actually making efforts to grow and do better things. It's just that the chart doesn't reflect that, and the earnings don't reflect that. Both things look subpar, but they do have institutional buying. Not a whole lot of insiders or a lot of institutions. Literally nothing going on here. It's just their Yahoo Finance bot talking to itself. I really like the concept of their technology. Yeah, it's something I've never heard of before. It'll be on the cutting edge of whatever this is. Biosimulation. You know, what is biosimulation? What is biosimulation? Computer-aided mathematical simulation of biological processes and systems, and thus is instrumental to study. You know, that's what I thought it was, but I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there's no way that they can computationally simulate the biological human body. It's way too complex. But apparently that's literally what they're doing. Technology's amazing! Simplified models are often used, which should only be as complex as necessary. Okay, so it's not literally trying to simulate the entire body and the entire complex biological system. It's more of a simplified model. Recently aboard for drug development. Yes, that is what this is all about. So, I think I'm going to give this a hold for similar reasons. Similar but different. Similar but different reasons as to why I gave the one before this. What the hell was it called? Procore? Precore? Something like that? Why I gave that one a hold. I gave that one a hold because despite everything I saw, just based on the company itself and everything I saw about it, I would have given it a sell. But apparently, you have a lot of institutions buying in at potentially trying to call what maybe a bottom. So I decided to give it a hold. Like, okay, maybe it is a bottom. For this, the institutions have a little sway into this decision also. But that's not entirely it. Even without those. Even without, this one, and this one saying, hey, we like this, we're buying it, I probably would have still given it a hold. Because even though it has a similarly lackluster chart, its earnings, while also lackluster, do not necessarily form a pattern of loss that it seems like they can't get out of. The numbers are kind of all over the place, which could mean they're trying different things to make a profit, and they're not quite at a dead end for that yet. It's a little more promising than just continuously losing more and more money each quarter, each year, and also it's an interesting business. I have never heard of biosimulation before. Very fascinating, something that I have not heard of anybody else doing. Maybe there are other companies out there to do that. I don't know. I never even heard of it before today. So if you would ask me yesterday, hey, do you think there are any companies out there doing biosimulation? It's like, no, I don't think so. What even is that? But now I know of one. And I guess because I know of this one, I just assume it's the only one, which actually it's probably not. So that's kind of a stupid assumption to make. Come to think of it. But still, it seems very interesting. So I kind of like that business. And yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I think it's all. Well, okay, no, that's not. Sorry, I'm just sitting here trying to think of what else I can say about this. I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and hit that hold button, so I don't, give anybody out there some blue balls. But something else I noticed is that this company, unlike the other one I looked at, it seems to be making active moves to try to expand and better themselves. You have them doing acquisitions. They acquired that Pinnacle 21. There was the other mystery company that they acquired, which I'm pretty sure was also Pinnacle 21. The article was just saying it stupidly. And also, they are doing share offerings. Which, sure, if they do that constantly, it's usually a bad sign, but once in a blue moon shows that they are trying to raise capital to expand themselves, which is actually a good sign, I think. Sure, it may take a hit to the stock price in the short term, but in the long term, I think it's good for the company. So that's another thing that I like about this. It's that they are noticeably doing things to try to better themselves and bolster the company. So yeah, those are the reasons why I want to give it a hold. Again, kind of a mixed bag of things, which is why I'm not going to give it a buy or a sell. But I think a hold is good here, because there could potentially be some upside. So that's all I got to say. We'll catch you in the next one. Where's the mouse? Ah!